Burress, welcome to Undisputed.
Thank you.
Good to have you. Thanks for joining us. So how did you get involved as a coach for this game?
Well, a year ago, I did an intern in Arizona Cardinals with Bruce Arians. And I got a phone call from the NFLPA to participate in this game. And it's just a great opportunity. I think what separates the NFL PA collegiate game from the other bowl games is that when you have the likes of Darryl Green, Ed Reed, myself, Andre Johnson, Jackie Slater, some of those coaches that can have an influence and kind of mentor these guys going into the NFL draft, it really helps because those other bowl games don't have Hall of Fame caliber coaches and mentors. So it's exciting.
Do you want to coach?
It sounded cute to myself when I really wanted to get into it, but it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, and obviously I love the game, but spending a lot of time with my family,
And these kids today, man, right?
Oh my goodness, who you telling? Yeah, but it's a great experience for me and all of the guys, and seeing some of this great young talent, blossom and helping those guys fulfill to chase a dream and fulfill it. It's good.
That's great.
A lot of these guys are from the lower levels, FCS. Some of the guys are not gonna. And Skip, I remember going to the East-West Shrine game, and I was one of the few. The Division II guys going, and I didn't go to Michigan, so I didn't have scouts at every practice.
Yeah.
So to get in front of somebody,
you did have one thing on your side.
I had
a big brother.
I had a big brother.
Go ahead.
But I had to do it because they're like, oh yeah, that's their little brother, but he in Green Bay and they're not going to trade him to us, so I wouldn't know what this guy can do. But it gives these guys an opportunity to get NFL scouts in front of them, and as Flex said, it also gives them an opportunity, guys that played in the league. Right. They can talk technique. They can talk, okay, this is what we did in college.
Yeah.
Okay, players can say, nah, but in the NFL, you can't run it like that because these guys are too good and you tip that route off. So it's great, and I agree with you. The time and the patience that it would take to coach.
Yeah.
Mr. Burress, take us back to that magic moment, that Super Bowl week of 42 in Phoenix, Arizona, and I don't remember which day it was, Tuesday or Wednesday. Somebody asked you about the game you were about to play against Tom Brady and company, and you made a prediction. You said you were going to win the game 23-17. Do you remember that moment?
I do remember the moment because we got off the bus and checked into the hotel, and I just happened to be walking casually through the hotel.
This would be which day?
This was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Because we had just checked in on Tuesday, and I walked into the hotel, and this guy just walks by me, and he was like, are you guys going to win? I'm like, of course. The score's going to be 23-17. And I thought nothing about it.
Was he a media member?
And he just happened to be a part of the national media. And I woke up the next day, and my phone was buzzing and ringing. And they're like, man, what did you do? I said, I didn't do anything. And I turned the TV on, and it was like international headline. But hey, I projected 23-17, and then the score ended up being 17-14.
But they ain't even getting to 17.
But the punchline of the story is then, of course, Tom Brady was asked about Plax's prediction, and he laughed out loud and said, oh, we're only going to score 17, and he made a joke about at least he could have made it 45-42 to give us some credit because that was the 2007 Patriots offense, which had averaged 37 points a game. So how fearful were you going to practice the next day or whatever? Did you?
We weren't fearful at all because
how about you with your teammates? Did anybody?
Oh, no, we weren't fearful at all. I mean, everybody just kind of rallied behind me, and our mindset was, listen, we just paid these guys a few weeks ago in week 16.
Yeah.
And our mindset was, don't turn the football over and don't beat ourselves. And we had one interception, and they ended up kicking a field goal when we threw that interception, and they ended up winning that game by 3 points.
Yep.
So,
and it had been 38-35 at your place in the final regular season game, which gave you a feel for, wait a second, we can hang with them, right?
Yeah, because we really didn't have to play our starters because we were had already clinched going out the wild card, going to play Tampa Bay, and our mindset was, hey, we're gonna go out here and play this Week 16 game and try to win. I mean, we wouldn't take in the backseat to anybody.
So Brady goes down and scores, and it's 14-10 with a couple of minutes left.
Right.
Hit Randy Moss, as you would predict he would.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, Eli pulls off what I consider the luckiest
why
play.
you keep calling it luck, Skip?
Well, because
Every
guess
time I
what?
sit with you at this table, man, you
Eli
keep calling it luck. It
He
is
agreed
not
with
luck,
me.
man.
Where were you on the helmet catch play?
Well, I was actually on the backside, clearing out on the backside of the
Okay.
double team. I just seen them reel back and throw the ball, and I was like, no.
In the middle of the field.
In the middle of the field. And David Tyree ran the wrong route.
Yeah.
So.
Did he?
Absolutely, he ran
Where
the
was he
wrong
supposed to go?
I don't know, but
Wasn't it?
he wasn't in the right place.
Okay. And then what was your reaction when it sort of stuck in his helmet?
I actually couldn't believe it. I actually didn't see the helmet part of it until on the Jumbotron because I couldn't see the actual helmet catch where I was at. But when I saw it, I just couldn't believe it.
You're like, yeah, we're going to win the game now.
Yeah.
If he catches the ball on his helmet and Rodney can't get it out and it doesn't touch the ground, oh, yeah, we're going to win this.
Asante Samuel drops
drops an interception.
Which he does not do.
He does not do.
And we catch that ball. And I tell everybody that Rodney Harrison, I think, was one postseason interception from being the all-time leader in interception.
Right.
So he went for the football.
He did.
I think if Rodney Harrison just runs underneath David Tyree, he doesn't make that play.
Right.
But Rodney Harrison wanted that pick.
And then a couple plays later, you do not drop the ball. You catch it. Do you remember which route you ran?
It was just an X fade.
Against bomb blitz?
Yeah, it was cover zero. I just couldn't believe that they would put me in a situation at the end of the game and go zero coverage.
You remember who was on you?
Oh, yeah, Ellis Hobbs. How can I ever forget? And Rodney Harrison actually says, and we did a film directed by Spike Lee called The Greatest Catch Ever, and they went to Rodney Harrison's house and interviewed him about that play. And Rodney Harrison actually went up to the late Junior Seau and said, hey, man, we got to check out of this defense.
Really?
And Junior Seau was like, man, I can't check out of it. Because
on your play.
Yeah, and Rodney Harrison knew that. It was single coverage zero, and I was watching film with Ellis Hobbs all week, and he backs it to the goal line and stops his feet, and I said, man, listen.
Expecting the ball to come out. Expect you're going to run the slant. Because most people,
if he stops his feet on the goal line, like I've been watching on film for the last 2 weeks, I'm going to just run clean.
Did you make
by
eye contact with Eli before the snap?
No, when I broke the huddle, he grabbed me. He said, hey, if you get single coverage, I'm throwing it. And I was like, all right. I said, man, listen, they're not going to single cover me right now. And it was worse than single coverage. It was zero.
Oh, it's so cool to think about.
That's zero coverage, Skip, and let people know we call it bomb blitz zero coverage. There's nobody in the middle of the field.
No help.
Everybody's man-to-man, they're coming. And that's why Rodney wanted to check out of it, because in a situation like that, you don't want to make the throw the throw is so easy. Plex is 6'5". Ellis Hobbs is 5'8.5", 5'9".
Yes.
And so even if you make it a jump ball situation, it doesn't favor him. Now, Plex ran the X fade. He can run the slant. He stopped his feet anticipating the ball's coming right now. But once he stopped his feet, he couldn't restart again because Plex had already started it into his fade. So now it's touchdown. It's over.
Yeah, so he's basically using the sideline as a man.
Yep.
And there's no inside help.
How surprised are you looking back at that game that same number 12 for New England is still at it in Foxborough and going to Kansas City?
I'm not surprised at all, to be honest with you. I've been playing against Tom Brady at Michigan State and Michigan since 1998.
Good point.
And